Hi, my name is Kristine. I grew up in Oklahoma City in a family of 4 children. My mom and dad worked a lot. My dad was an alcoholic. My mom was a workaholic. They were home, but they really weren't there. A picture of our childhood was pretty devastating. We, a lot of times, didn't have food in the refrigerator. Utilities would be cut off. One week it was the gas, one week it was the water, next week it was the electricity. We suffered a lot financially, but there was always a picture of love in our home. From the ages of 4 to 9 years old, I was sexually abused by different members of my family. When it wasn't the neighbors, it was babysitters. It was happening so regularly that I didn't know it wasn't normal. I began to crave that attention, and it created just a cycle or a pattern for me up until my teenage years. I acted out as a teenager and became very sexually active because I craved that love and attention so badly, and that's how I found it. That led to me being 18 and pregnant, scared and alone. I was rejected. My family didn't support me. I had nowhere to turn. I chose abortion, and through that fell into a pretty deep depression. I covered that with alcohol, one relationship to the next, and a year later was pregnant again and decided, okay, I'm gonna make the right decision. I'm gonna be a mom. My heart's desire had always been to be a mom. I moved forward. The next day, had a miscarriage, and I laid there screaming out in pain to God, why are you punishing me like this? I didn't know what to do. I was hurt and afraid, ashamed. I felt guilty. The pain was so deep, and I didn't know where to go from there. After my miscarriage, I was at the bottom. There was nowhere, I couldn't go up, and I didn't know what to do. A friend invited me to move to Vegas. I was 25, and I felt like, okay, this is a fresh start. No one knows me there. No one knows my past. So I ran as fast as I could to Vegas. Once I got there, I met a lady at my job who invited me to church, and she said, "It's a great church, you'll love it, come visit me." And I was like, no way. God would never, ever let me come. I wasn't ready. There was just too much pain. But God said, "I forgive you." But I wasn't ready to forgive myself. He kept drawing me back to Him, because that's what He does. He doesn't leave us or forsake us. And He knew my pain. He knew everything about me. Throughout the lifestyle changes that I made in my life, I chose purity in 2007. I wanted to honor God with my body and my choices. After making that decision, I was baptized, and I felt like that was like a new beginning for me. God began to just show me so many wonderful things about Him and who He was. I moved to Tulsa a couple years later to help start the church here. And shortly after that, God opened up a door for me to become a house mom at Crisis Pregnancy Outreach. He gave me the desire in my heart to be a mom. It changed my life. Through my story and through the pain that I walked through, I was able to share the love of Christ with those girls to show them that He loves them and that He knows their name. He knows everything about them. All of the bad choices He redeems and He makes them new. That's what He did in my story. I'm so thankful that He didn't leave me alone. He showed me He was there in every circumstance, every pain, every moment that was stolen from me. He's redeemed and He's made new. I'm Chris, and God help me rise above my pain.